The Johnny Program on UBC TV.
Hello viewers, my name is Semogedo Gracious Chizito. I'm a director at Gaza Technical and Skills Development Center. I very much want to welcome you here to take you through our journey. This journey started way back in 2006. There were challenges by then. The war of Kony had just ended, and there were very many street children. So the late E.W. Katende, the founder, thought of an idea of coming up with a place where young men can be rehabilitated, and then be skilled to be productive in their lives. So that is how Gaza Technical and Skills Development Center started. We started with young men from northern Uganda to take them away from the place where they were taken place and to try to rehabilitate them within communities. And basically the community was here at Gayaza in Wakiso district. That is at a place called Kayebe. That's where we brought them, and then we mingled with them with the people from here to see how we can rehabilitate these people, and we gave ourselves a time frame of 2 years to rehabilitate a person, and we thought that 2 years was enough. We came up with an idea of having these people learn a skill, talk to them about their attitude, encourage them to work and do a lot of things, so that by end of 2 years they are done and they are a complete set. So Gayaza now comes in. Gayaza come in with a vision. We had a vision when we started. The vision was to transform these young people and empower these youth to living a dignified life, so that they are proud of themselves and they like what they do and they like and appreciate themselves. So basically that was the vision. And our mission was to impart extensive skills through innovative mechanisms. I'll go through the innovative mechanisms because we didn't want to do it the way everybody does it. We wanted to do it in a unique way that suits the kind of people we have here, and we had to come up with a program that will suit everybody because people are different. So, and basically what we had in our mind was to empower these young people to live their lives. So the motto was empowering people to live, or young people to live their dignified lives. So we started teaching. By then, people had not known about competency-based teaching. We are the pioneers of competence-based teaching. For us, we are looking at addressing ourselves to what a person can do rather than a person knows. So we are looking at imparting skills that could help these people do something but not know something. So this, for instance, people know a lot about cars. They know how a car can be driven. They know a car must be serviced. But particularly, how do you do it? This is what we wanted to address. And every evening we could make a campfire or special programs that would address other problems. And through that program, we have achieved a lot of things. And these are, when I take you through the achievements, you see later on how we got to this. Since then, we have graduated over 3,000 young men and women. From 2006, we have graduated over 3,000 men and women. We have placed people who have got where to do. We have placed over 1,000. We have created over 1,500 entrepreneurs, people who have started their own businesses. There are people who went in institutions. We have very many people who have joined the army. They went in as recruits, but now they are in the ICT departments, and other people have joined the police. People have joined the parastatals, like we have very many in Uganda by then Uganda Electricity Board, now Umeme, others transmission. We have placed so many, and others are employing themselves. The people who are putting up electricity, the electricians around this place, basically majority of them are trained from here. So that is a big achievement. And as we talk now, we have worked upon with examination centers. People can be assessed from here by the Directorate of Industrial Training, which is basically hands-on. We have UBTEB, Uganda Business and Technical Examinations Board. We have a center for that. And Makerere University has allowed us also to have an examination center here for certificate and diploma in early childhood development, because the majority of the people who come here are women. So we have plenty of women, and that has led us to be looked into a model school. Now we are a model school into this vocational or competence-based learning. That is a story that has taken us a lot of time. And when people come in here, we have a lot of activities from morning. We start with the prayers, and we do interdenominational prayers. Our people go for prayers. The Muslims go to their mosques. We have a mosque. Much as we are Catholic-based school, we have a mosque, but people come, we do prayer. Through prayer, it's basically interdenominational, but we do a lot of counseling and guidance. We introduce the love of God to everybody, and that has helped us to equip these young men and women. From there, we feed them properly, and we use basically porridge. We produce our food. There's a company we are managing called Kaibesos Packers. So we make our posho, we make our porridge, we buy our beans, and that is that makes our food to be special and nutritious. So sometimes people come here, they are malnutritioned, they are thin, but by the time they leave, they are okay, and we are very proud of that. We have started this institution. It's like a mini industry. We do training with the production. Training with the production. You tell people, let us do a shirt. They do the sewing of the shirt. A person does a shirt and they produce it. We do a lot of weaving. We do a lot of baking. We do cakes here and supply them to the community. We work a lot with the community. Say, for instance, we do painting, but we have free services here. People come in every morning here to do hair painting, free of charge, and we do first class. How do we do it? The learners come along with the training materials, because we tell their parents to provide them with training materials, and we use those training materials to call upon the community around our institution to paint them and beautify them, do pedicure, manicure, facial beautification, and that kind of thing. So that has linked us well with the society. We do tailoring, free tailoring and mending and that kind of thing for the community by our fashion and design class, and they have done it a lot. We do radio and TV repair. People bring in their radios and TVs and we repair for free, as long as you come along with the spare parts that we tell you. So we are working within the community, and it has helped us a lot. We are a mini factory, a mini industry, but at the same time a training center. Not a school, but we are a training center that equips very many young men and women. The courses that we have here include nursery, early childhood development, commonly known as nursery teaching. There are very many children. You know, the population is growing, so there are many children around here. We've got experts that handle those children, and we train here those experts, and they are examined by Makerere University. We have over 80 young men and women in that department. We have hairdressing and salon, where a lot of things are done, like there is beauty, there is pedicure and manicure, there is painting, there is massaging, a lot of things under that department. Then we also have fashion designing, where we have weaving, where we have tailoring, garment cutting, very interesting course. Then we also have decoration. People are taught skills of how best one can bring out an occasion, the innovative ways of how an occasion can come out properly. That's a new and unique course. It's called event management and decoration, and we have very many young men and women who have joined that course, like you have seen when you went around. We also have electrical installation. We have very many young men and women in that department. They are doing electrical installation. They are doing domestic and industrial. A person can go and handle 3-phase 11 kV, those high voltage lines. They are trained here, and I can say it with a lot of authority that we are working closely with the WOMEME, with the transmission, and with all the contractors of those organizations, and they come here and we provide them with manpower. We also have motor vehicle repair and maintenance. We have very many young men and women who are doing that course. Like you saw, they are equipping themselves with skills. You know, there is transforming from the manual cars to automatic cars, now from automatic cars to electrical cars. So that journey in the movement and the journey of technology, we are moving with our students through it. Like you saw, we are not using only manual. We don't use even old cars like it is commonly seen to teach our people. We get cars from the bond, new cars like you saw, and we teach these people exactly what is there now. That is what we do. Then we also have computer skills, ICT. We teach people how to repair computers and that kind of thing. So basically, those are the courses we have. We have very many challenges, and we are preparing for the challenges that are coming in. For instance, if you know very well, there is a new curriculum that is taught in secondary schools and primary schools. So the students who are coming in from secondary and primary schools are already coming in with the skills that we have been teaching. So as technical and vocational institutions, we are preparing ourselves on how best we can handle this. It's a big challenge. We need a lot of equipment. We need a lot of expertise. So we are preparing ourselves seriously. For instance, when people down there, the new lower curriculum, they will come knowing how to repair a car, knowing how to paint. But now when they come into vocational schools that are prepared for them, what we are doing, we are advancing from where those people who come from the new curriculum will have ended. Say for instance, if you have done a motor vehicle repair and maintenance, here we are going to take you through wiring, auto wiring and electrical motor vehicle repair. That cannot be handled down there. That needs a lot of expertise. We are working together with our colleagues from Germany, like you saw them around. We are working together with our Japanese colleagues. They are here trying to prepare us on how best to handle these students. And we are also working with other institutions. Like I told you, ours is a model institution. And one thing I did not tell you that I would wish you to know now is that I'm also the chairperson of Uganda Association of Private Vocational Institutions. It is an umbrella organization of over 800 private vocational institutions in Uganda. So through that association as well, we are also trying to equip other teachers other than our teachers. We are working together with the Directorate of Industrial Training, with the UBTEB, and all stakeholders to make sure that we prepare ourselves the best to handle people who are coming in from the new curriculum. We are finding a lot of challenges again, like I told you. We need equipment. We need a lot of equipment, modern equipment. We've had old equipment and we are replacing them with the new high technology equipment. It's costing us a lot of money, but the beauty with it is that now government, through our interactions with it has waived some of the taxes, and now we can bring in these equipments. Like you saw, the computers must change. The cars we use to repair, to teach people how to repair are changing. We need the electrical cars. The manual cars we are phasing out. Maybe we put in our museum to show people where we started from. But some of the things are very expensive, and that is one of our challenges. Like I told you again, institutions now are run like industries. Through training with production, every department must teach, train, go to the community, sell, come back, produce. So we must have equipment to produce, and we need to have a lot of space. We need to have a lot of space. So we are trying to liaise with our colleagues, the neighbors, so that they give us more space for us to grow as the students' population grows. Because like I told you, through our journey, we started with the 12 students in 2006. Where by the time we got into 2015, we had 110 students. But as I talk now, like you saw, we have over 350 students. That's a big number, and there's a lot of work. It keeps us very, very, very busy. So as the students' population grows, we should also be ready and equipped to handle the growth in the students' population. So our future plans include, like I told you, expanding the institution, getting volunteers from up country to come and improve on our technology, skill our teachers to handle this, make sure that we do a lot of counseling and guidance and attitude change from our learners, and we make sure that we prepare our learners and link up with the industry. Of course, like I have indicated, there are a lot of changes taking place in the training field. A lot of changes. This competence-based teaching is changing a lot of things. The graduates in Uganda are going to change. A lot of things are going to change. For instance, the issue of looking for jobs, the issue of unemployment, the issue of job hunting, all those things are going to change because of what we are doing in our institutions. That's why I'm calling upon all parents and all stakeholders, like I'm going to say, everybody must do their own part. Government has a role to play. As institutions and instructors, we have a role to play. The parents have a role to play, and everybody, all stakeholders. I want to bring it out. The government must make sure that they work with us to do this job very well. How is government going to work with us? I'm very proud of the fact that there is a tax waiver on importing goods that are coming in as donations and that kind of thing. That is a good one. But even when we come to schools here, there are a lot of taxes, income tax, and all the taxes that are paid everywhere, they're also paid at school. I encourage the government to listen to us. We have petitioned it. There are a lot of issues. We have petitioned it through our association. The terms for registration of these institutions, the terms are too stiff. The restrictions are too many. So we are telling them, let us handle people by their category. So if an institution is a training center, let it be a training center. Let a polytechnic be a polytechnic. Let a technical school be a technical school. Let us not mix these things up. If we know who is supposed to be skilled from a technical center, let that be. A person who is supposed to be skilled from a polytechnic, let it be. A person who is supposed to be skilled in a technical institution, let that be. And the person who is supposed to be skilled at the university, let it be. And let us have a technical university in Uganda, like other institutions have done. So if we do it the right way, if government can help us and come up with good policies that help us achieve what we must achieve, then that would be best. Government should also support us, train the instructors, because like now, we are equipping 250 instructors every year from very many institutions. So we want government to come and link up with us to train these instructors so that they can be able to pass on the skills to the learners. The Ministry of Education, many times they are putting up their efforts into secondary and primary school. They're not looking into vocational TVET. TVET, people are just singing about TVET, but putting the policy, up to now we do not have a policy at TVET. The policy bill is not out. We are working on the BTVET Act that maybe has passed and it can no longer work for us. So we are calling upon government to move fast in passing the bills that are going to help us, and to make sure that the bills suit the environment in the technical schools. That is why we want government to come in. We want the parents as well to make sure that, when people come to technical and vocational schools, parents want to throw to us people who have failed here and there, people who are addicts, people who cannot work on that and that. We are telling the parents that we want quality here. We want people who can be transformed very fast. Much as we have that aspect of rehabilitation, but the process of training is slowed down by the process of rehabilitation. So if we have the quality from the new curriculum, and then we get these people, then we will have the best. And if parents work with us and equip their learners and we keep their children with the material, you know, training materials are very expensive in technical schools, very expensive. So because a person can pay, for instance, here tuition, a person pays 595,000. 595,000 per quarter. We have 3 quarters a year. So if a person pays 595,000, you've got to feed that person from that amount of money. You've got to accommodate, because that includes accommodation. You've got to train, and in training use a lot of equipment. These children come here and spoil a lot of these things. You can import in here high technology machines, and they are mishandled by the students, or sometimes the stealing culture, they want to steal these things and take them out to the market. So we have to have proper security for us to handle. That's why you saw we have cameras in almost all the workshops, cameras all over the school, because we are also fighting the enemy within. Some of these students who are not brought up do a lot of destruction. So those are some of the challenges. The quality of the teachers has also been lacking. To tell you the fact, in Uganda we don't have very many institutions that come up with the good teachers in technical and skills training. For instance, we have one private technical teacher training institution called Carriot. It is the one that is training the teachers to work within the 800 training centers that we have. So that's already a lot. We are stretched. We are stretched a lot, and that is why the quality of teachers sometimes is lacking. But as an institution, we have come up with an academy. We have come up with an academy that particularly trains teachers with what we want them to be. We have done a lot. We have worked with a lot of partners, including the Carriot Institution, including the Directorate of Industrial Training, including UBTEB, including our volunteers from Germany and everywhere, to make sure that this teacher now is changed from giving notes, from providing knowledge, to providing competences. Vocational training is the only way to go in Uganda for people to have a workforce that is going to produce and lift our economy, because things are moving into industry. We are industrializing. The computer technology or the ICT technology has also come in. So the issue now is the costs of bringing in here material, the costs of bringing in here goods. Like you saw during COVID, we could not import in things here, but we had to live for almost 2 years. So if a country does not prepare itself for such an environment, if a country cannot produce its own products through their own industries and depend on the importation, that does not help an economy grow, and that's why people remain poor. But if schools, if industries all do production, then you see a country rising very fast. You see the revenue of a country growing very, very, very fast, and the tax base will even widen up, so that a country grows very fast and the government can afford to do its own stuff. Teachers, especially in government schools, do a lot of striking. You know, the imbalances there. Even as I talk today, it is also in technical schools. The science teachers are paid highly, and those ones who are not science teachers are not paid as well as the science teachers. So there is that imbalance. People are not happy, because when we transform a person, we are working as a team. It's not the science person alone who does that. We are working as a team. Say, for instance, a person who teaches entrepreneurship is very vital here. A person who teaches maybe language is very important, but if you look at a person who teaches science alone, then it becomes a very, very big problem. But now we are saying let us work together as a team to skill these people so that they are able to produce, they are able to utilize the resources in our country, the raw materials in our country, and come up with the products that will even be exported so that we even get revenue from other people. Let us not waste a lot of time in politicking, in riots, in strikes. Let us concentrate and learn, because those things are not going to help us. What is going to help us is being able to produce what you are going to eat. But if you put your mentality fighting a real and perceived enemy, then you are going to forget what you are supposed to do. As I conclude, I want to thank all stakeholders into the TVET industry. I want to thank the policy, our commissioner, Madame Loy. I want to thank her and her team. I want to thank the Minister of Education, like I have mentioned. I want to thank His Excellency, the President, who is supporting us to do all this transformation. I want to thank all the providers of this technical education, like private and government. I want to thank my family that has supported this institution. Was started by my father and brother, that is Senior Superintendent of Prisons, E.W. Katende late, and Reverend Father Wowe. I want to thank them very much, because we are working with them to make sure that we work together and promote their vision. I want to thank my other family members, my wife and children who have supported me, and all other family members. I want to thank all stakeholders who are into this thing. I want to thank the members and directors of Uganda Association of Private Vocational Institutions that are working together with the government to promote technical education. And I want to encourage people to come and visit us. We are located at Gayaza town. When you get to Gayaza town, there's a place called Mirembe Stage. You go to Mirembe Stage, you get to a road called Mapera Drive. Mapera Drive is the road that goes from Mirembe through the market, Gayaza market, and then after passing the Magistrates Court, slightly after, you'll find us at Gayaza Technical and Skills Development Center. If you want to get in touch with me to know a lot more, I am on 0772 458 441 or 0702 458 441. We are here to impart skills. We are here to transform people's lives. We are here to support. We are here to change lives for God and my country.
UBC